Legacy, the next generation. Weeknights at 5 and 5:30 on your TV 20.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is presented by New Balance. Achieve New Balance. This week on Cal High Sports Bay Area, let the league games begin. We have key league matchups between Bellarmine and Mitty. San Leandro takes on Arroyo. Aragon battles Menlo Atherton. And San Ramon Valley hosts Amador Valley.
We'll dive into the pool for top-notch water polo and meet the wide receiver who has it all together for Berkeley. Plus, the Mount Diablo football star and his team's hopes to bring a new tradition to Red Devil football. Cal High Sports Bay Area starts right now.
Welcome to Cal High Sports Bay Area. We're here at the Silver Creek Sportsplex, as always, with 250,000 square feet of indoor soccer, roller hockey, and lots more. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Amy Calderon, so don't worry about all the sounds you hear behind us. It's just roller hockey going on. They're not going to hit us. We begin this week in Mountain View with a crucial game in the West Catholic League.
The league looking to be tight as ever this season. St. Francis and Sarah opening league play Friday night. The St. Francis Yell Leaders getting rowdy as their Lancers host Sarah. Opening drive for the Lancers, but the Sarah D would come up big. It's DeLeon Eskridge with an impressive interception to stall the early St. Francis drive. He is a good one. DeLeon can play defense, sure, but can he also throw? On the halfback pass, he connects with Andrew Cullens for 44 yards. That led to a field goal, giving the Padres a 3-0 lead. St. Francis answers as Sam Scudolari finds brother Nick Scudolari, who makes a great move to get free before diving for the pylon. Touchdown, Lancers! 6-3 St. Francis in the second. But Sarah would answer with just 7 seconds left in the half as Cody Jackson rolls out and hits Cullens, who tiptoes the sideline for the score. Padres up 10-6 at the half. Same score in the fourth, but check out the effort by Cameron Fariba, who is determined to get into the end zone, and he does, to give the Lancers the 3-point lead. Lineman Alex Grauk is definitely excited about that. St. Francis trying to get tricky late in the fourth quarter, but Sean Sabian will give his team another chance as he slides in for the INT. Down 3 with 44 seconds left, 4th and 9 on the 20, and Sarah goes for it, but Ryan Van Amberg snatches the desperation pass, and the Lancers can celebrate as St. Francis wins the nail-biter 13-10 to open their league season with a huge win. The Scudolari brothers leading the way. Nick spoke about the victory.
This is great. We start off the season 1-0 in WCL, the toughest league in California, and it was awesome because we were down and then we came back, and it was awesome. It showed the perseverance of St. Francis Lancers. It was great. It was awesome.
It's the 2-2 Arroyo Dons hosting the San Leandro Pirates Friday afternoon, starting things off with a bang. Corey Howard makes everyone miss. Check him out, heading up the gut for 15 and a first down. After getting 5 yards on a flag, the swashbucklers decided if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Similar play, same yardage. It's George Robertson for 15 out, and the Pirates lead it 8-0. Keeping with tonight's theme of symmetry, 3 + 3 = 6, and that's what Arroyo's number 3, Tyrone Hunter, got on this 14-yard run. The PAT would cut the Pirate lead to 1. Schoolhouse Rock said it, and I believe it. 3 is the luckiest number. As Robertson rolls through the middle and down the sideline, forget about it. 38 yards and a 2-point conversion makes it 16-7. Into second, San Leandro stays with its ground game and its love of prime numbers, handing the ball to numero uno Tyler Mason, and it's adios muchachos as he streaks into the end zone from 50 yards out. San Leandro up 22-7 now. Second half coming to a close with Arroyo driving, but Corey Howard has different ideas as he snags this Arroyo pass, and after making one player miss, takes it 45 yards to the house. It's 30-7 Pirates. Now to the fourth. Pirates protecting a healthy 45-13 lead. They would finish off the Dons with this final interception on their own 2 with 1:32 left in the game with a mighty The Pirates improved to 2-2 with impressive performances by both Mason and Howard. Look, it's Presentation coming together at their matchup against Sacred Heart Prep Wednesday night. Early in Game 1, Presentation's Ashley Rose sets up Brittany Clark for a clean kill deep in the backcourt. Sacred Heart would give Prez a run for their money here with a nice cross-court swing from Shannon Hamilton between the block. But the Panthers would come back and take the game with this hard shot down the line from Rowe. With a score of 25-18, Game 2, the Gators were fired up. Coco O'Donnell with a nice block there. But that would be all Sacred Heart would do as a team of Rowe and Sarah Schatzman take over. Prez takes game 2, 25-18. To start off game 3, Schatzman denying it at the net. Then Clark would get up high and go deep with her kill late in the third. It's a point, and the Presentation Panthers take game 3, 25-16 to sweep the match with Sacred Heart Prep.
Lots of top quality water polo this week, which is why Mark Cosina spent much of the week walking around in a Speedo. And I think he was even wearing goggles, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was more than a little disturbing, but you gotta like the enthusiasm. Here's Mark with the fast break.
Oh, someone's just jealous of my body. So what do you say we start with some field hockey? Lynbrook visiting Westmont, and the Vikings on the attack in the second half. Carey Ivan battling for the goal, 1-0 Lynbrook. Seconds later, it's Westmont answering with a goal of their own. Nicole Bailey will not be stopped as she ties it up. Just listen. However, Lynbrook would take the game 2-1 in overtime. Anybody got any sunscreen? Because we're heading to the pool for Monte Vista and Amador Valley, preferably SPF 75. Kelly Mendoza gets us going with an absolute rifle from long distance. You know offense wins games, but Barry Capoletti shows us that defense will win you championships, but kids, academics just wins. Finally, it's Emily Moline with the goal in Monte Vista looking more like Monster Vista in their 19-4 win. Sacred Heart Prep hosting the NorCal tournament with Mitty taking on SHP at 8 in the morning. Who's shooting this game? Pallavi Menon with a huge game for the Gators, this one of her 5 goals on the day. Mitty fires back with Jennifer Needham scoring on the penalty shot, but the Monarchs still trail. It's not fair, though, because Gators are good in the water. This is Carolyn Clark. Both of her names start with a C, and they call her a KK, but when you can skip it like that, it's okay with us. Then it's Miss Manon never quitting on this goal as the Gators win it 13-3. They are very good. Huge West Catholic League game with Bellarmine and St. Francis. Early on, Patrick Talbot just showing off for all the ladies, spinning and twisting before scoring. Bells trail by 1 after 1. The Lancers keep that lead in the second as Miguel Martin de Bustamante gets the goal and the award for the coolest name ever. More SF in the second as Scott Whitney is dialing long distance. Beep, boop, bop, boop, beep, boop, beep. Hello? Lancers up 2 at the half. The Bells stay close as Talbot does it again, probably for the ladies once again. But St. Francis is very good. Evan Dallinger seals it as the Lancers win 12-10. I'm Mark Cosina. That's the fast break. Happy birthday to my little brother, Adam.
Time to take a trip out to the doctor's office with our favorite sports doc,
Doc Arthur Ting, who has this week's high school health tip.
Hey, Dr. Ting.
We have a question for you. What is plantar fasciitis and how is it treated?
Plantar fasciitis is injury to the tendon-like structure located on the bottom of the heel of the foot. The best treatment is avoidance of repetitive impact. This can be done with special heel pads, orthotics, anti-inflammatories, and taping.
This trip to the high school hospital was brought to you by the Fremont Surgery Center, with the best in rehab, MRI, and surgical services. And by the Rikus Center for sports-specific training, expert rehab, and friendships for life. Coming up to the East Bay League, where Amador Valley and San Ramon Valley kicked off league play.
And David Henderson and the Lincoln Mustangs try to scare off the Mission Bears. The highlights are next.
Enter daily for a chance to win big at nbzip.com.
For sports-type injuries, there is no Bay Area doctor more experienced, more trusted than Dr. Arthur Ting. Dr. Ting has performed a wide range of surgeries on top Major League athletes, college and high school stars. At the Fremont Surgery Center, Dr. Ting has access to the very latest technology, including MRI and rehabilitation, all at the same location. Parents all around the Bay Area trust Dr. Ting to give their teenagers the very best care. Dr. Arthur Ting and the Fremont Surgery Center, there for you when you need them most.
Every year, nearly 6,000 teenagers go out for a drive and never come back. Just talking to them can change that. The Allstate Parent-Teen Driving Contract can help you start the conversation. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. It's Allstate stand.
For a free auto quote, call John Leland in San Bruno or Lorena Nava in Redwood City. Are you in good hands? For more than 30 years, DevCon Construction has earned a reputation for building the finest structures for the most innovative companies in and around Silicon Valley. A DevCon project means meeting deadlines with the resources needed to complete a successful project within your budget. 90% of DevCon clients are repeat customers, a true reflection of DevCon's success. From school buildings to athletic fields to the largest high-rise, DevCon Construction can do it all. DevCon Construction, the path to higher expectations. It was a little reality check for the San Ramon Valley Wolves, who battled to a tie with Washington last week after 2 huge wins to start the season.
Meanwhile, Amador Valley has won all 3 of its games, and none of them were even close. The Dons looking to make it 4 in a row at San Ramon Valley Friday night. It's our Valentine Capital NCS Monster game. Our Kevin Thom was there, along with Max Prep's national columnist, Mitch Stevens.
Valentine Capital Monster game. Yeah.
San Ramon Valley receiving plenty of well-deserved publicity, but it's Amador Valley averaging 48 points a game. Joining me is Mitch Stevens from MaxPreps.com. Mitch, we've got some contrasting styles tonight on offense.
Oh, definitely. As we learned last week in that great report by Lindsay Sanchez, the Wolves attack via the air. The spread offense, wide open, led by Super Junior quarterback Joe Southwick. This kid's completed 78% of his passes. That's a good free throw percentage. A direct contrast to Amador Valley. They come at you with that famous fly offense, waves of running backs.
And it promises to be a shootout here at San Ramon. Here now, the Monster action. First quarter, it's Joe Southwick play faking, rolling to his left, and on the run throws a perfect pass to Joey Tidwell for a 10-yard score. Wolves up 7-zip. Moments later, Amador Valley with some payback as Ryan Glenn delivers the hit, and Air Jordan Buckley snags the deflection. A spectacular move by Jordan. The Dons offense takes over, and this is Chip Becker taking the handoff and lunging in for the 6-yard touchdown. It's 7-all. Second quarter now, it's Dirty Southwick. 7-step drop and fires downfield for Greg Wilson. A great route by Wilson for a 46-yard catch. It's 14-7 Wolves. Just before half now, Jolton Joe shakes up the defense again, this time finding Ryan Fitzgerald, who just owns the defender. 40-yard snag sets up a Steve Roberts field goal. It's 17-7 SRV at half. Fourth quarter now, Sweet 16 drops back, sets his puppies, and drops a dime down the sideline for Wilson's second TD catch. It's 23-7, but it was Alex Hertzfeldt's words or his sweet haircut that gets the Dons fired up as Pat Espiritu bootlegs and hits Pat Gonkoff for a 6-yard strike to pull Amador Valley within 10. But the Wolves defense holds with 2 interceptions to end the game. This one by Dan Smithwick off the deflection, and moments later Tyler Seller would haul one in as SRV wins 23-13 in a game they dedicated to assistant coach Steve Wallace, who's leaving the team to care for his son diagnosed with a brain tumor.
It means a lot to us. You know, we set the goal earlier in the week. We signed a shirt for his son. We did everything for his son, and you know, we came out here and we did what we can do, and you know, it really weighed a lot in our hearts, and we knew that this is definitely for Coach Wallace.
In Danville with the Monster game, I'm Kevin Thom, Cal High Sports, Bay Area.
These Lincoln fans making some noise for their Mustangs before the battle with the Mission Bears Friday afternoon. First quarter, and the Mustangs strike first as Ronnie Maranilla hits Deshaun Marmon in the near flats, and Ader gallops his way 45 yards for the touchdown to put Lincoln up 7-0. Later in the first, Mission punting, and you know what's coming when you kick the ball to Lincoln's big 2-4. Nothing but trouble as David Henderson fields the punt, takes it all the way back 52 yards down the far sideline to put the Mustangs up 14-0. But Mission would respond as Harry Howard rolls to his right, then comes back to his left, and Harry Howard is going to find some room on the near sideline for the 15-yard touchdown scamper to make it 17-7, Lincoln at the half. Third quarter action now, and it's about time for another Henderson highlight. David takes the handoff, and there is nothing but green for the man in yellow stockings as 24 rumbles 67 yards for the touchdown, and it's 24-7 Lincoln Mustangs. We move to the fourth now, and the Mustangs put this one out of reach as Eric Beverly, he's only 5'5", but good things come in small packages as Sixer plunges in for 6. Lincoln rolls to a 31-14 victory, and they are now 1-0 in City League play. Kevin Thom joins us now with a Renaissance man playing for the Berkeley Yellow Jackets.
Thanks, Robert. Berkeley senior Anastasio Zamba is a jack of all trades. He enjoys cooking, acting, fashion, and even tutoring. But his love is football.
Inside Cal High Sports.
Anastasio Zamba didn't play football until 8th grade. So when he walked onto the Berkeley practice field as an undersized freshman, Stasio knew he had plenty of hard work ahead of him.
We had a lot of skilled players, so it was bring it or just don't play. So I knew I had to just bring my A game to practice, games, every day.
After excelling at the freshman and junior varsity levels, Stasio was moved up to varsity for the last 2 games of his sophomore season. He quickly found out how tough the transition is.
That was crazy. I was real scared. But then I got a big blind side on a punt return. I had my feet in the air and everything. It was crazy.
Undaunted, Stasio established himself as a threat on both sides of the ball last year, with breakout games against Alameda and El Cerrito to end the season. He also helped lead the 4x100-meter relay team to the NCS track finals.
Stasio, he knows what he wants, and he has a goal, and he's always looking forward to meet that goal, and he would do whatever it takes to get there.
Stasio burst onto the recruiting scene this summer when he was recognized as the best wide receiver at both the Marshawn Lynch and Cal Berkeley football camps.
And there were some very impressive receivers at the Cal camp, and the Marshawn Lynch camp was like the best of the best, from Oakland to Berkeley to Richmond. It was players from all over the place, and Marshawn picked him out himself as the MVP.
Considering Stasio dreams of playing at Cal, the MVP award is all the more special.
It was great because I walk up there all the time, go to all the games, and then like watching the games, and then that whole weekend knowing that you're going to play on the field, it was great.
Instead of becoming complacent, Stasio uses both awards as motivation to earn a football scholarship.
I go watch college every Saturday, and knowing that I got to get to that level, and then that just makes me strive to get to that place where I need to be.
A 3.2 student, Stasio can be found helping out his teammates and peers with their schoolwork. He's quick to thank his grandparents and mom for the way they've raised him.
Knowing I make her proud every day, and then like she knows how hard I work, and then just on Fridays to just show that, it makes me feel real good.
Come in, here we come.
Stasio's father is in a Texas jail, and the two never had much of a relationship. But number 15 has plenty of extra brothers and positive role models in Berkeley's football program.
The whole team, varsity and JV, and the coaching staff, makes me feel good because all this friendship, it's like we're just a family.
All work on me, all work on 3, 1, 2, 3.
The Berkeley squad is off to a little bit of a slow start, but with Anastasio's help, I'm sure they're not too far away from success.
All right, very good. Thank you, Kevin. Each week, Valentine Capital brings us the Players of the Week, and always in a rap by one of the Bay Area's best rap artists. This week, it's the return of Oakland's Shoe with the Players of the Week.
Can't stop, won't stop. Shoe, Cal High. Here's a player not easy to defeat. Legion High Zone John Week, standing 6 feet and 1 inch tall. And he plays both sides of the ball. At wide out safety, he's getting it done. No wonder he wears number 1. That's right. So he's more than just decent. 3 TDs and 1 on defense. 2 inners, so watch your mouth. Cause he even took 1 to the house. The almighty pride's everlasting. That's right. With John Week catching and Josh Smith passing. Ay, can't stop, won't stop. Ay, can't stop, won't stop. Ay, can't stop, won't stop. Now, can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. This next player's considered a true star. Del Mar quarterback Anthony Kukar. Straight out of San Jose. With 3 TDs, this man don't play. Nah. But that's only a figure of speech. 23 passes, 17 complete. 217 yards guaranteed to win. So you better keep your eyes on number 10. And he might stay in the pocket, but when this kid throws, it's something like a rocket. And his key to success is just patience. Who knows, he might be the next pay. Can't stop, won't stop.
Coming up, the Mission Valley League is looking strong again this year. Washington and Newark battling when we come back.
And later, it's the meeting of 2 undefeated Diablo Foothill League teams, Campo Lindo and College Park, coming up.
No doubt about it, BMW owners love their cars, sometimes maybe too much. But to have that dream continue, don't trust your BMW to anyone but the experts at Peter Pan BMW. Our top-rated service department loves your car almost as much as you do. Family owned and operated for 40 years, Peter Pan BMW's factory-trained technicians use only original BMW parts to make sure your dream car is perfectly maintained. With extended hours Monday through Thursday, servicing your car at Peter Pan BMW is a dream. Keep the dream alive with Peter Pan BMW. Come experience the magic.
The Bay Area's top name in windows and doors, Window Express, has supplied the best names in windows to top local contractors for years. But Window Express can also bring this expertise to your home. Window Express has a window to meet every need and every budget. Get great value in high-quality, low-cost Amsco composite windows or Parrot Windows, amazing custom-made cherry wood windows and doors, plus fine products from Marvin, Colby, and Lincoln. With more than 41,000 windows sold last year, Window Express has the window for you with guaranteed professional installation. Window Express, online at wexp.com.
In the Bay Area, Togo's Eatery is legendary for great sandwiches, fresh salads, and quality catering. Togo's is the Bay Area's original sandwich shop. Now, 36 years after opening its first eatery in San Jose, Togo's now has more than 80 sandwich shops located all around the Bay Area. You can be part of this tradition by joining the Togo's team. It's a great job with flexible hours, competitive pay, and it's fun. Go to Togos.com today to find a location near you and become a part of the Togo's tradition. Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. New Balance. Achieve New Balance. By Allstate and the Allstate Teen Safe Driving Program. Get your free DVD at CalHighSportsBayArea.com. By the Silver Creek Sportsplex, the Bay Area's premier sports and fitness destination. By Osh, Step 1 Osh, complete home and garden. And by Togo's. Hungry? Togo's has a new grilled prime rib sandwich with your name on it. The Sierra Steak Sandwich only at Togo's. Togo's, fuel for your fire.
The Washington Huskies are playing some of their best ball in years, Robert, as they start league play this week.
Yes, they are, but they're only one of 3 teams undefeated in the Mission Valley League coming into league play. Another one of those teams, Newark Memorial, battling with Washington on Friday night. We head out to Newark Memorial High School where the Newark Memorial cheerleaders were flipping over their Cougars tonight. This game was all defense. Michael Gates says, "This one is mine," as he travels along the line of scrimmage and makes the tackle for the loss right there. Lots of defense in this game. Now Gates running the option at the quarterback position, fakes the toss, cuts it back up the middle, but Adam Lamferman for the Washington Huskies causes the fumble right there, and the Huskies recover, and that was huge because that leads to this third quarter 32-yard field goal, and Washington was up 3-0. Later in the third, Cougar running back Eric Stewart busts the ball up the gut for 40 of his 116 rushing yards, putting Newark in scoring position right there. Whoever said football was a game of inches was right. Anthony Benavente with a field goal attempt from 30 yards out, and it just does squeak through, and the score is tied at 3-all. But don't forget about the D. Here, Anthony Sowell makes it look so easy, drilling the Husky receiver, forcing Washington to punt it away. Now in the fourth, Newark pulls out the old Statue of Liberty play. Miles Gates to Grayson Hudgens for the 30-yard completion. And here's Benavente again, kicking it up, and it is just good enough. The officials say yes. Last 2 minutes of the game now. The Huskies trying to make a play, but Miles Gates is there one more time, making the pick, and that seals the deal for the Newark Memorial Cougars. Gates with a huge game, running this one out right there. And Newark Memorial wins a close one. 6-3 was the final score, and Gates was tired after that. Newark Memorial remains undefeated at 4-0. Stewart leading the way for the Cougs.
The Acalanes Dons getting ready for a big league matchup with Las Lomas Thursday night. The Knights take game 1 and keep the momentum going in game 2 as Kylie Gasparovich takes a quick set from Molly Peterson, finds the corner for the early LL lead. But Acalanes wants to make a game of it. Alex Blitz comes after the cameraman, watch out, with this wicked kill. But Las Lomas would take game 2 also as Peterson sends it to the far side to Keely Cone. Knights take game 2 25-17. Game 3, more the same, but this time Charlotte Brown just abuses the defense. Watch her get way over the net. You can't stop that. The Dons trying to rally with the help of Akimi Inoye, who drops in the ace, but Acalanes would still trail in game 3. Finally, it's Brown again with the vicious kill between 2 defenders directly to the gym floor. And check out the reaction from Molly Peterson. Even she can't believe it. Las Lomas takes the match in 3 games behind a solid performance from Brown, who had a game-high 14 kills.
DevCon Construction helps us honor athletes who are not only performing well in sports, but also in the community and in the classroom. This week's DevCon Construction Service Award goes to Los Gatos Junior Libero Ashton Center. Ashton spent the whole summer working in an orphanage in India with her church. Ashton is also great in the classroom with a 3.8 GPA.
Wow, very impressive. All right, thanks. Time to catch up with a former Bay Area high school star and find out where he is now, presented by South Valley Cardiovascular. This week we head to the racetrack and find race car driver Tom Sutherland. Tom is now a freshman at Texas Christian University. While going to college, Tom will continue his pursuit of a professional racing career.
I'm just going to try to juggle both at the same time, just going to school and racing. I mean, it's a tough job as it is during, in high school, just, doing homework on the plane and, studying for tests and stuff. It's tough, but, at this level, you got to do it. I'm a professional. I'm racing these Atlanta cars, and, it's a job.
Tom was thrilled to race at the San Jose Grand Prix this summer, and despite finishing the race with a punctured tire, he finished 13th in the Champ Car race.
It was nuts, I want to thank all my fans for being here, and, just all my friends and family and sponsorship and stuff, and it was really fun. I was having a good time, up there in 9th place for a while. I was having a ball.
Tom played football at Los Gatos, but driving cars is his passion, and he will continue to race as he studies in college.
I remember he was my first story when I came to Cal.
A couple of years ago.
Yep, very talented athlete as well. All right, well, coming up to the Peninsula League we go, where Aragon and Menlo Atherton met on Saturday.
And later it's Mitty and Bellarmine, two of the top teams in the section opening league play, coming up.
What can you get for 50 cents these days? The dull parts of a romance novel, one extra small latte, or a complete package of the news you need from one of the Bay Area's best newspapers. Every day we publish your best hometown paper, covered by the largest team of reporters, editors, and photojournalists in the entire Bay Area. For home delivery of your best local news, subscribe to one of the Bay Area's best newspapers. Call 1-877-BAY-NEWS.
We know what you love. You love your Nabokov saving and your Chi-Chu scoring. You love your Wilson shouting and your McLaren smashing. You're a Sharks fan and you live in Sharks territory. Individual tickets for all regular season home games are on sale now. Visit the HP Pavilion ticket office, Ticketmaster.com, or call 408-998-TIXS. This is Sharks territory.
We are back at the Silver Creek Sportsplex, and we go to the Peninsula now for two of the perennial powers in the Peninsula League, Aragon and Menlo Atherton.
Both teams were 2-1 coming into this week, and both were considered front runners for a league title as they met at MA.
And here we go. The MA fans out to support their Bears. First quarter, and MA's Troy McCabe goes to the air. It's a 35-yard TD catch for Sam Knapp, and the Bears are on the board 7-0. Aragon answers. Paul Slack nabs this interception, and he's off to the races, folks. 40 yards later, we're all tied up at 7-all. Now in the second quarter, MA putting together a 98-yard drive, ending with this 24-yard touchdown run by Willie Latu. It's 14-7 at the half. To the third quarter, and it's another Bears TD. Jamal Wilkins makes it 21-7 with this nice 15-yard run, but here comes Aragon again Alex Miller on the run, sort of sidearmed and off balance, makes the throw to Josh Cohen in the end zone, and the Dons now trail by 7. An exciting second half. MA driving now midway through the fourth. Bobby Bustos busts up the middle for a 17-yard gain to put the Bears at the 3-yard line. Aragon's D holds them and forces them to attempt a field goal, but it's the Dons D who won't allow it. On the very next play now, Aragon on its 2-yard line puts it in the hands of number 2, Seda Poahau, takes off, shaking defenders, calling blocks, but wait, there's going to be an earthquake with some aftershocks. It's Shaka Pahulu stripping the ball. Nick Dove recovers. A huge play by the MA defense. Now with 10 seconds left on the clock and Aragon knocking on the door, it's Dove and Pahulu bringing the Dons drive to a halt. Time runs out and MA goes on to win it 21-14. Knapp with 1 TD, Wilkins and Latu with the others leading the way. The Bears are your Logo Locker Team of the Week. We are here with the 3-1 Mellow Atherton Bears. First up to my right is Shaka Pohula. And Shaka, this defense was huge today. Coach said that you guys have been huge all season long with the defense. How does that feel, and how does it feel to know that they're behind you?
Oh man, it's just happy. Now we know that we're number 1 in the league now. We just beat the chance from last year, and we knew our defense was good. We knew that was good. We knew from last year it was number juniors, very few mistakes, and then we played well afterward. And we're just happy our defense came through.
All right, thank you very much, Shaka. Next up is Sam Knapp. You had 1 touchdown today. What was in your mind when you ran into the end zone there?
The line just did a great job of blocking. Troy put it in the perfect spot, and all I had to do was catch it.
Next up is Willie Latu, and Willie, huge game today. How tight-knit is this crew behind you?
We good. Practice hard all week, 2 weeks. Practice very hard. My O-line, I like to give it to my O-line, backing me up. All of them good hoes, gave me room to run, and yeah, offense is number 1.
All right, and leading that offense is quarterback Troy McCabe here. And Troy, what was going through your mind on the sidelines there during that fumble recovery? How huge was that late in the fourth?
That was so big by Shocks, man. That was a great job. That guy set the ran well all game, and that was a huge play, not giving up on that. So great job defense, good job Shock.
Alrighty, congrats, 3-1 Menlo Atherton Bears. Good luck the rest of this season. Look at this. It's the Harker football team out to support the volleyball team. That's what we like to see, guys. Game 1 is Mercy's Mary Alice O'Reilly and Milani Capili playing give and go. O'Reilly's kill puts Mercy up 12-11. Moments later, Candace Silva Martin bumps Christy Emery, sets, and Christina Bither drills it. 23-22 when Emery finds 6'3" Tanya Schmidt going way up. Try to stop that. Game 2 now, Harker comes out rolling as Emery backsets to Bither, and this girl can hit. Then it's Bither with a sweet dig, and Emery goes cross-court to Silva Martin, who shows great accuracy. Eagles win it 25-17. Different game, same story, as Eileen Wu sets up senior captain Gwen Davis for the kill. It's 20-13. Schmidt now playing back row, bumps to Emery, and Bither with a fadeaway spike as Harker rolls to a 3-game sweep. Santa Clara bound Tanya Schmidt with a game-high 13 kills for Harker. Togo's Eatery is helping us make some fans very happy each week as we cater to the fans.
We find some fans who are particularly spirited and give them a chance to win $100 in catering from Togo's. So if we got your name from this group at Amador Valley High School, email me right now at the address on your screen and you will win $100 in catering from Togo's.
But you have to do it before the end of the Sunday night 7 p.m. airing of the show to win, so do it right now.
Coming up, a San Jose rivalry as Mitty and Bellarmine square off.
And the Mount Diablo football player whose excellence on the field and in the classroom is just the beginning of his story.
Each week, enjoy natural homegrown cooking on Organic Living with the Hippie Gourmet.
Yeah, we got garlic.
Not your ordinary cooking show. Chef Bruce Brennan creates world-class recipes from the Bay Area to exotic locales and explores everything green in between. Organic Living with the Hippie Gourmet premieres October 13th on your TV 20.
Flying to Los Angeles for business? If these 36 reasons don't convince you to fly Southwest Airlines nonstop to Los Angeles, maybe this will. Starting November 4th, you can fly from the Bay Area to LAX for just $39, including new service from SFO.
You are now free to move about the country.
Need a hand?
No, I need a new car.
Whoa, I see what you mean.
Aren't you the 1-800-BAR-NONE sock puppet?
Yours truly.
Could they help me?
Sure. If you need car financing, even if you have bad credit, 1-800-BAR-NONE could get you approved in minutes. Going up.
1-800-BAR-NONE? You can? I am? Really?
Need a car, not a tow? Then call 1-800-BAR-NONE.
Our hero. Mommy, can we keep him?
Everyone deserves a second chance. Bar none. Call now.
No matter where you live, no matter how far you commute, there's one simple way to make it all a little more enjoyable. The Honda Civic. Every model designed with fuel efficiency in mind. The very affordable LX, the sleek and sexy SI, or the Civic Hybrid, the most fuel-efficient car in its class. The Civic from Honda. Join the family.
She's the #1 suspect.
I'm gonna find out what happened.
And everyone's turning up the heat. The Suspect.
Tonight at 8 on your TV 20.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By DevCon Construction, the path to higher expectations. By San Jose Firefighters Local 230, saving lives and property for 150 years. By Peter Pan BMW. Come experience the magic at Peter Pan BMW. By the San Jose Sharks. Individual game tickets are now on sale at Ticketmaster.com or 408-998-TICKS. By Logo Locker. Complete team sports services with silk screening and embroidery. Quality products, unbeatable service. These two teams come into the game with a combined 8-0 record, each with 2 shutouts already this season.
They are San Jose rivals Bellarmine and Mitty, and this is the Valentine Capital CCS Monster Game. Our Lindsay Sanchez was there along with Mercury News reporter Dave Kiefer.
Valentine Capital Monster Game. Yeah.
I'm here with Dave Kiefer of the San Jose Mercury News. Dave, these teams are really evenly matched. What do you think about that?
Well, there's 2 great running backs. I think some people might say that Thomas Reynolds of Mitty is the best running back in the Central Coast section. Other people might say it's Uswa Amanam of Bellarmine. I think we're going to find out tonight. It's going to be a great head-to-head matchup.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to see what happens. Here now, the monster action. The Bellarmine fans are going crazy for their bells, and they liked what they saw right away. It's Uswa Amanam, and he is a man among boys. Uswa racing 63 yards and into the end zone. The Bells on their first possession have a 7-0 lead. More Bells in their first quarter as Austin Carta Samuel fires to Michael Clay 16 yards, leading to this. 27-yard field goal off the foot of Ryan Perrette, and Bellarmine leads it 10-0. The Bells defense hard-nosed all night. Look at this picture-perfect tackle by Jimmy Molnar. Then just before the half, the Bells travel 93 yards. This 27-yard touchdown pass off the pump fake from Carta Samuel to Tony Santini, and the great Santini makes it 17-0 Bellarmine. Second half, and Carta Samuel is throwing again, this time hitting Joe Seaver in stride 23 yards, and the Bells are close once again. Watch closely here at the bottom of the screen as the ball is fumbled, then kicked to Carta Samuel, who picks it up and waltzes in 24-0 Bellarmine. Mitty looking to battle back in the fourth, but Uswa does it on defense too. This his second pick of the game. Uswa was huge. The Monarchs get on the board late with this Elliott Stewart to Anthony Miller 31-yard touchdown connection, but not enough as Bellarmine goes to 5-0 on the season. Uswa leading the way.
Same thing last year happened, Mitty came in very confident, it was a close game at the beginning. We knew it was going to be hard fought. We came out, we practiced really hard this week, and we knew if we played hard, executed, we could get it.
In San Jose with the Monster Game, I'm Lindsay Sanchez, Cal High Sports Bay Area.
Each week, Osh brings us the story of an athlete overcoming adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports. The Mount Diablo football team plays in a league with some pretty tough competition. Amy Calderon is here with this week's story.
Las Lomas and Camp Lindo, just to name a couple of those competitive teams in that league. And with a tradition as diverse as their talented football team, MD wants to create a wave of new tradition for Red Devil football. Owo Mobio leads the way.
Salut, je m'appelle Owo Mobio. Je joue pour Mount Diablo Football. Et ça, c'est ma vie.
Owomobio grew up on the Ivory Coast of Africa. He speaks fluent French and is a captain on the Mount Diablo football team.
I was living with my mom's whole family, like my grandma. She's the one that really raised me. She's made me like respectful.
Mobio is a small part of this melting pot at Mount Diablo High School, where a wonderful mix of diverse athletes are trying to build a winning tradition.
I'm glad to be a senior and be on this team right now, to start it off.
We've been growing as a team. This is a rebuilding program, and ever since Tony Duroni's come in and taken over the program, along with the choices that he made with his coaching staff, we've been trying to implement more of a positive learning system.
Coach Duroni hopes to gain the same success with the football team as he did with the wrestling program. He coached the Grapplers to the 2006 NCS title, the first NCS championship for any Mount Diablo team in over 30 years.
I'm a big believer in sports psychology, and we started 3 years ago when I took over as a head coach, and it just prepares the student athletes for the upcoming event.
He says it's kids like Owo who can make this program better and stronger.
Owo Mobio, he's one of our team leaders. He leads by example on and off the field. He's a great student athlete.
He encourages people who are seniors around my age to come to practice when they don't feel like it. So he's a good role model to everybody.
Like many of the boys on the team, Owo says football keeps him motivated to do well in school. Owo's older brother is serving time in jail. This saddens Owo, but it has also taught him what happens when you don't stay focused.
We were in Oakland when he was in middle school and summer high school, and he got sent to a group home in Richmond, and then he was messing up over there, getting in trouble with the law, and then I kind of learned from that.
To add excitement to the season, assistant coach Lenora Hay Mwagatutia introduced the haka to the kids. They now perform the New Zealand ritual before every game.
We started it 3 years ago, and the kids seem like they like it, and they get fired up from it.
These kids really do have a warrior mentality for football, and then they have big hearts, and I think they play with their hearts.
When broken down literally, ha means breath and ka means to ignite. And it's done just that for the Red Devils, igniting a fire inside them that they take with them onto the field.
And the haka these kids perform is really a story in itself. It's used as a non-threatening way to pump themselves up for competition. It's been used for decades in high school and college sports, and they do it just to get excited for the game.
That's right, as a team, right?
Yep, as a team.
Absolutely. All right, here now the Stars doing better than all the rest so far this season. The stats available from maxpreps.com. Clark Eckert from Monte Vista Christian has 994 passing yards in 4 games. David Henderson, our friend from Lincoln in San Francisco, is averaging 7 yards a carry. And Shane Vanderpool from Liberty has 16.3 tackles per game. San Jose Firefighters Local 230 and the California Firefighters bring us the Stat Stars each week. Want to become a firefighter? Go to becomeafirefighter.net and get all the information.
All right, thanks, Robert. Coming up, Campo and College Park in the Diablo Foothill League battle of undefeated teams.
And the Lee Longhorns look to keep their perfect record intact as they meet Independence next.
With home improvement projects from people who know it, can explain it, and have done it themselves. Step 1, Osh.
We've all seen them. The makeup artist. Mr. Change Your Pants While Driving. Multitasking doubles your risk of an accident. Do it a little less. And now Allstate will give you a safe driver discount, up to 30% off for not driving like this. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. That's Allstate stand. Are you in good hands?
For a free auto quote, call Larry Gutierrez in South San Francisco or Rich De La Rosa in San Jose. Are you in good hands?
What can you get for 50 cents these days? The dull parts of a romance novel, one extra small latte, or a complete package of the news you need from one of the Bay Area's best newspapers. Every day we publish your best hometown paper, covered by the largest team of reporters, editors, and photojournalists in the entire Bay Area. For home delivery of your best local news, subscribe to one of the Bay Area's best newspapers. Call 1-877-BAY-NEWS.
What is the Rikus Center? The Rikus Center is the finest staff anywhere. Experts in their field, they are trained professionals from major league and college teams. These are trainers, nutritionists, and talented artists. There are also mentors, young people who learned at the Rikus Center and are now teaching students who just might end up teaching too. It's a place to feel safe, to be a part of something great. Everyone is equal, everyone has a role. The Rikus Center, a place to belong, and so much more. 3 teams coming in this week with perfect records in the Diablo Foothill League.
2 of those teams, Campo Lindo and College Park, meeting on Friday afternoon.
Even though it was an early game, the College Park fans were as crazy as ever for their Falcons. After Campos scored early, the Falcons struck back as Daniel Adler receives the kick and starts weaving his way up the field. He slides through the coverage and flies down the sideline, and it's all tied up at 7 each. We fast forward to the third quarter, and it's 14-7 College Park until Chase Danska fakes the handoff, finds the hole, and hits the gas. Look at him run. He takes it 50 yards to the house for a 21-7 Falcon lead, but Campo answers quickly as Cookie Kazaz finds the end zone from 2 yards out, and it's 21-18 after the 2-point conversion. But on the ensuing drive, Danska answers all by himself. He finds his way through the line and is into the open. He flies downfield and runs it into the end zone for the 28-18 lead. Campo would make it interesting as Kazaz takes a tumble into the end zone to bring the Cougars within 3. Then Campo strikes again as Scott Scharf throws it up for grabs, and Nick Mascheroni, the San Francisco treat, comes down with it, and it's 32-28 Campo. But College Park knows how to finish. This time Danska hands the ball off and lets Ryan Spare do the running for him. He takes the handoff and zooms past the defense. 67 yards later, the Falcons have a 34-32 lead. Then Kenny Schrader hammers the last nail into the coffin with this huge interception on his own 25-yard line. With a minute 15 left, and College Park escapes behind 122 yards and 2 TDs from Danska. The Lee fans ready for a Friday night showdown with Independence. To the first quarter we go, and the Longhorns get on the board first. It's 1st and goal, and Ryan Valentine easily makes it into the end zone to make it 6-0. Lee on top. The Lee D comes up big all night. Independence driving. It's 3rd and 12 when Nate Jackson gets the huge sack, and Lee takes over. In the second, it's the 76ers D-line bringing it. Kelvin Castaneda and Javier Villanueva combined for the sack. Independence trailing by 3 at the half. In the third quarter now, and Jaleel Mackey shakes some defenders, goes 16 yards for the 76ers first down. Klein trying to get every single yard out of this play, but the drive would stall. Coming right at you now in the fourth quarter, Vince DiPiero zips right past your screen on his way 32 yards to pay dirt, and it's 13-3 Longhorns. Late in the fourth quarter now, Lee looking to put Independence away, and they will, as Tom D'Amico scurries 15 yards for the TD. And the Lee Longhorns are your winners, 20-3 over Independence. Valentine leading the way with 98 yards and a touchdown.
CalHighSports.com, not to be confused with our website, CalHighSportsBayArea.com, brings us the top 5 list each week with top 5 athletes in different categories.
This week on CalHighSports.com, it counts down the top linebackers to come out of the Bay Area high schools. Number 5 is Jameer Miller of El Cerrito.
Number 4, Jerry Robinson from Cardinal Newman.
Number 3 is John Henry Johnson of Pittsburgh. He also played linebacker in high school in addition to running back.
And number 2, Jack Del Rio from Hayward High and USC.
And number 1, DJ Williams of De La Salle.
Who is, of course, right now with the Denver Broncos.
He is.
Good choice. Coming up, an interesting non-league matchup as Pittsburgh takes on undefeated James Logan.
And later, it's the All-State Good Hands play of the week. This could be the play, but then again, maybe not. You have to watch and see. We'll be right back.
An important free offer for men with balding or thinning hair.
My hair looks better than what it did when I was a teenager.
I really think he looks amazing. I mean, just look at him.
Men, No diet, no exercise program, no new set of clothes can ever improve your confidence, your good looks, and the way women look at you, the way a thick, full head of your own real hair will. And now you can have it in just 4 weeks when you call Hair Club right now. With over 500,000 success stories, Hair Club really will give you back your own head of real hair in just 4 weeks, easily, painlessly, and affordably.
I just can't believe how much better he looks. He looks so handsome now.
Life's about having fun. It's about looking good. I mean, 80% of feeling good is looking good.
Call Hair Club now and get your own head of full, thick hair in just 4 weeks. Look younger, feel more confident, put that old swagger back in your step, and put some zip back in your love life. Call Hair Club now.
I wish I'd done it years ago. I wish I had known this was an option.
The reason the majority of men go bald is because of a sensitivity to the effects of dihydrotestosterone. It speeds up the life cycle of the hair follicles so that instead of hairs growing for 6 or 8 years, the follicles essentially get burned out.
Call now for your confidential appointment. We'll give you a free hair and scalp analysis. We'll explain what kind of hair loss you're experiencing and show you the tested and proven solutions we'll use. Remember, there are many different kinds of hair loss, and Hair Club is the only one who can offer you a customized solution based on your unique type of hair loss and expectations. Get the head of hair you want and women love in just 4 weeks. Change your life forever. Call Hair Club now.
I only wish I hadn't taken so long. That's why I'm telling you, do it now.
Call now for our free DVD and brochure, shipped to you in a discreet plain envelope. Hair Club has the solution you want. Call now.
Call 1-800-621-6817. That's 1-800-621-6817.
Like their nickname, the Logan Colts are young and fast, and they love to run.
The Colts take their undefeated record on the road this week to meet a very tough Pittsburgh squad Friday night. To the pit we go as James Logan takes on the Pirates of Pittsburgh. First quarter Colts on the ground attack. Joseph Bailey takes the handoff, hurdles over his own blocker, and picks up the first down on the sweep. Nicely done there. Next play, Logan QB Rashad Evans keeps the ball on the option. 7-0 Colts with the lead. When Evans gets into the end zone, he is a good one. Pittsburgh looking to answer back. Quarterback Mario Hill, shovel pass to running back Monte Davis. Davis takes it through the middle for the first down. 2 plays later, Pitt looking for the big play, but the ball is tipped, and Logan safety Kyle Lopez is at the right place at the right time. Lopez with the INT. Logan takes over as the first quarter comes to an end. And that INT would lead to this. Logan running a picture-perfect fake option. Evans with the QB keeper, fooling everyone, scoring his second touchdown of the game from 40 yards out, 14-0 Colts. Still in the second, Logan adds 1 touchdown with seconds left on the clock. Evans firing it to Preston Bradford. Fast forward to the fourth, Pitt playing for pride, handoff to Pierre Mitchell. Mitchell zigzags his way into the zone, 28-7 as the Pirates avoid the shutout, but the Logan defense was on the ball all night long. Linebacker Joseph Mestry coming up with a big hit to stop the drive. Logan over Pittsburgh, 28-7. The Colts remaining undefeated on the season at 4-0. It was a battle between the Orange and Blacks as San Mateo traveled to Half Moon Bay Tuesday afternoon. Game 1, it was the Orange and Black Bearcats coming out strong as Katie Finnegan lost the back set to Sarah Grease, who slaps home the kill for San Mateo. Moments later, Maura Matteo as Daniel Black and Katie Finnegan build the roof for the big-time block. Bearcats take game 1. Half Moon Bay trying to respond in game 2 as Rose Triguero leaves the set for Monica Seo for the finisher in the corner. But the Bearcats were all business. Finnegan delivers another beautiful back set, this time to Black. The junior pounds the kill down the line to put San Mateo up by 6. Then Finnegan teaching us all that sharing is caring as she lobs the set over to Caitlin Turtlebaum for the cross-court rip right there. Moments later, Grice caps off game 2 for the Bearcats with an exclamation point. Big-time slam right there as Matteo takes it 25-16. Game 3, much like the first 2, belonging to Greased and the Bearcats as the junior blasts home another of her game-high 9 kills as San Mateo goes on to win Game 3 and the match in 3 straight to up the record to 4-0.
After the win, the victorious Bearcats took some time to meet with our Lizzie Sanchez
at Peter Pan BMW in San Mateo.
Thanks, guys. I'm here at Peter Pan BMW in San Mateo, home of the ultimate driving machine and the best service department in the Bay Area. Peter Pan BMW, come experience the magic. I'm here with the San Mateo varsity volleyball team. First up, this is Katie Finnegan. Katie, the team is undefeated. You guys are 5-0. That's a great record to have. What are you going to do to keep that up?
It's been going great so far. We all play really well together, and hopefully we'll keep the streak alive and stay undefeated the whole season.
Great. Well, I hope you guys accomplish that.
Thank you.
This is senior team captain Christy Lee. Christy, the coach is telling me that the team has great chemistry together. How do you guys stay so close?
Well, we're definitely together most of the time. We spend after school, before practice, even after practice. We have tons of team dinners where we sit around, we talk, we eat, and we have tons of fun together.
Those sound like a lot of fun.
Yep.
This is our last senior team captain, Kaserina Hafuka. Kaserina, you guys are already doing so great. What are your goals for the rest of the season?
Our goals are to stay undefeated, go to CCS, and have a lot of fun. Yeah.
Those sound like great goals.
Okay, cool.
Thank you for being here with us today, team. Robert, Amy, back to you.
Radio on 3, ladies. Everybody bring it in. 1, 2, 3. Radio!
Coming up, the All-State Good Hands Play of the Week. So many candidates, but only one winner. We'll find out who next.
But first, here's John Murray from the Riker Center with this week's training tip.
This exercise here we have Kat doing is a stationary dumbbell A-march. It's a sprinting technique. Very basic, but it's very important to use good form. Watching Kat, she has very good posture. The shoulder swing is through her shoulders. As she marches in place, her knee, her heel, her toe, everything ideally is pointed up towards the ceiling. Tall posture, good hip drive, good arm swing. Lastly, Kat stays nice and relaxed. She's not stressing. Nice and smooth and easy. Very, very basic. Take your time and begin with 2 sets of 20 repetitions. Progress to 3 sets of 30 repetitions. Each foot strike is a repetition.
On the next My Wife and Kids, the joys of a family vacation. Quality time.
Are you there yet?
I'm driving here.
I gotta pee!
With the ones you love most.
You're not gonna arrest me? No, please.
Next, My Wife and Kids. Monday at 6:30 on your TV 20.
Hey, wanna do this? How about this? Whoa! Or even that for a living. Then call this number right now. You could be here at the California Culinary Academy, getting a quality education that could help you have a rewarding career as a chef, pastry chef, restaurant manager, and more. So if you want to do this,
then call now for a free CD. Call 1-888-222-5660. 1-888-222-5660.
If you haven't called yet, what are you waiting for? Call now to find out about a culinary career like the one you just saw. It's all here in this free Hot Culinary Careers and How to Get One guide. It's got details on today's in-demand jobs.
Call the California Culinary Academy now to find out how to get your free Hot Culinary Careers Guide. Someone is here to take your call 24 hours a day. Call toll-free 888-222-5660. 888-222-5660. Call now.
Turn right. The Baxters use their Verizon Wireless Navigator every weekend. And so do their kids. Free to get GPS turn-by-turn directions without limits, they easily find all kinds of places. No one's ever lost, and no one ever finds out.
What's going on?
Nothing. Because with a Verizon Wireless Premium plan, unlimited navigation, messaging, access to videos, and more are all included. Sign your family up today, and when you buy this razor, you can get 3 razors free. Verizon Wireless. It's the network.
A psycho pleads insanity to murder.
Power! That's what gets women. You don't have it. Law and Order Criminal Intent. It would be a crime to miss it.
Monday night at 8 on your TV 20.
Cal High Sports Bay Area is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By South Valley Cardiovascular, where physicians are now using new technology for 10-minute heart scans to detect early heart disease. Call now for a consultation. By Valentine Capital, the leaders in high net worth strategies. By MaxPreps.com, your one-stop site for team schedule, scores, stats, video, and a whole lot more. By Tony and Alba's Pizza and Pasta, now serving special family meals designed for active Bay Area families. By Window Express, the world looks better through our windows. Now you can see the entire game. Go to CalHighSportsBayArea.com and order your complete game DVD with all the action from every game highlighted this week. They're great for recruiting. End-of-the-season highlight reels are just to show Grandma. Go to CalHighSportsBayArea.com to order your full game DVD today. You get the plaque, the jacket, and invite to our awards banquet.
Let's get right to it. Here it is, the All-State Good Hands Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
We start with Daniel Adler, and how about those College Park Falcons? Adler, number 5, busting to the outside and racing to the end zone. A huge touchdown run for the Falcons in their victory over Campolindo, but not quite play of the week. We go to the water now, and it's Sacred Heart Preps. Pallavi Menon fighting and finally slapping the ball in. A terrific goal for her. There's Lincoln's David Henderson. He seems to be here every week, and this is why. This guy is something special. Henderson running to the outside all the way in for the Lincoln Mustangs touchdown. Here's the great Santini, Tony Santini, taking the pass from Carter Samuel, stretching way up and bringing it down. Not quite play of the week, though. Look at Los Lomas spike this one down. Charlotte Brown. Oh, that was big time to the wood. But the play of the week goes to St. Francis wide receiver Nick Scudolari, taking the pass from his brother Sam, breaks a tackle, dives into the end zone. A great play by Nick Scudolari one more time. Look at Nick juke the defender right there, get himself free, and then he will not be denied for the Allstate Good Hands play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's Cal High Sports Bay Area for this week. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Amy Calderon. Be sure to join us next week when we'll highlight the Carlmont Cross Country teams and Cookie from Campolindo. See you next time.